Hello. Welcome back to Married Let's Talk. This is your very own Rashida Omalade Sule. If this is your first time here, I want to say thank you for stopping by, for checking us out. And to all my amazing subscribers already, I want to say thank you. You guys have been amazing. You've been emailing me, trying to find out what's going on. And I'm just so excited to tell you that I've just been, reading and studying and just adding value to myself so that I can bring value to you guys. When you ask questions, I want to be able to answer them. So, once again, if this is your first time here and you have not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to Married Let's Talk. We can only do this together by adding more people to the channel and by you putting down in the comment section what exactly you want us to talk about. We're going to talk about everything marriage. Everything marriage. Everything concerning women's health. Everything concerning our children. Everything concerning how to make our marriage better. How to make our marriage fun. Marriage is an investment. It's your greatest investment. We can invest and put money away and all of that good stuff for all the money in the world with no one to share it with. It's lonely. It's lonely. You can't sleep in bed with your money. It's lonely. And the way that I'm seeing marriages, today we're separated, tomorrow they're divorced, they're no longer together. The devil is busy. And I want to tell you who the devil is. The devil is our pride. The devil is our ego. The devil is the spirit of not letting go. Let it go. Let it go. Lower your pride. Lower your ego. Lower it. It's not worth it. It's really not. So on this channel, we're going to be talking a lot about how to make our marriages work, how to make our marriages fun, how to make it beautiful, how to make it something that people would envy. Because when we make our marriage work, we will have better children coming out of those marriages. We will have happier children coming out of those marriages. Children right now, they are just so, they're hurting. They're hurting. They're hurting because we made a decision to bring them into the world. But many of us are not making decisions to sacrifice for them. And I say that because, and let me tell you, my channel is not for everybody. Many of you are not going to agree with what I'm saying, and it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You don't have to agree. Share it with other people that you think may need it. Because I'm going to tell the truth. And the truth is, we make it too easy to pack our bags and leave. Many of us are running after our goals and our dreams. We run after our goals and our dreams. And then by the time you do achieve those goals and dreams, and you're now ready to settle down, your children are already maybe on their way to college. And many of you know when they do go to college, some of them don't come back home. Some do and some don't. And everything that they should have been taught by you, the value that they needed from mom, from dad, they didn't get that before they went to college. And what naturally happens is that whatever it is that they've learned through television, whatever it is that their friends have taught them, that they've learned online, is what they know. And they take that on. And you know what it is with these kids? These kids will fake it to you, their parents. who they are, who they truly are. They will fake it all day because they don't want you to be disappointed. And then they get married. They're hurt. And you've heard. Hurt people hurt people. They're hurt. They don't have it together. They don't have the sustenance to be able to stay in a relationship when there's a mini argument or a little issue. They don't understand when their husband says, I need food. I need cooked food. I need you to be my wife. I need you to be there for me. I need you to be there for our kids. What they're hearing is their husband don't want them to go after their goals. And that's not what it is. Because before you know it, the children you have in marriage, they grow so quickly. They grow so quickly. So there's a pre-checklist that I have, a checklist that if you're already married, you need to fill out. If you're not a person that can be sensitive, gentle, good arguments are, it's allowed. It's allowed. No one is saying that you need to be somebody's doormat. That's not what we're saying. We're saying that you need to understand your role. We need to understand our role. Our roles are different. I know these days, men work, women work, but still, your role is still there for you to play. When you feel that you are good and ready to start having children, that's another role that you must add to the role of being a wife. When you now choose that you want to, go to work, that's another role that you need to add to being a wife, being a mother. Now you're either entrepreneur or an employee. That's another role that you need to add. And in those different titles have their own roles and responsibility. One thing I want to tell us women is that we can't make men do anything. I was explaining to my daughter yesterday, I said, you know what? God made man in his own image. Check this out. God made man in his own image. What do you think made God the happiest? When is God at his happiest? What is it exactly that God said he has created us for? Okay? If you know it, I want you to write it down in a comment. What do you think he has created us for? If he said, I made man in my own image, what is God like for us to do for him? And what do you think men like for us wives to do for them? Isn't it to praise and worship? Yeah. God loves our praise and worship more than our getting on our knees, than we getting on our knees and praying and asking. He is moved by our worship. He made man in his own image. If you feel that you are not able to praise your husband, how do you do that? Good. Thanks for asking. He's going to work in the morning. Text him something nice. It's lunchtime. Text him. He's on his way home. Text him. Keep that connection going. Keep that communication going with your husband. It's a part of the role. It's a part of the role. You will always be on his mind. You will always be on his mind. That's one, right? 2, be quick to have to let him know what you're thinking, how you feel. All this, I'm a type A woman, I'm a this, I'm a that. If you cannot humble yourself in marriage and know that this guy is no longer my boyfriend, he can be your boyfriend on Fridays when y'all go out, have a good time. But he is now your crown and glory. He's your crown and glory. I want to be able to, I want to explain to you what helpmate is. A helpmate is someone who is a mate and helps her mates to get to his destination, step by step. Help him out. We're like a doggone PA. What is a PA? What is a PA? What do they do? What do they do? I want us to make sure that we have this conversation today. It's not all the time that the conversation that we have on Married Let's Talk is going to be like so serious. If you look at my past, many of my other recordings, you see that sometimes we do skincare. Women need that because the men are moved by what they see. Sometimes we do vitamins. We need the energy. I don't know how some of you are functioning without your vitamins. And now, when I talk about marriage, it's going to be serious. I talk to us women. You know why? Because we have the power to make it work. And we have the power to break it. And we say we are sick and tired of being sick and tired. When you've gotten to the point of being sick and tired of being sick and tired, it literally means to me that you're not taking time out for yourself. You got to take time out for yourself. You have to take time out for yourself. Take time out for yourself. Go to the spa if you have to. Go to the spa. Meditate daily. Meditate daily. Receive your energy and receive the word from your Father who has called you the helpmate of your spouse. Everybody's relationship is different. We say that, but I don't know what makes it so different when the man is still looking for the same thing, which is don't be up in my face. Don't talk back to me. Don't talk back to me. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say some days me and my husband don't be out. Marriage is not perfect. It's not perfect. And sometimes you think, oh, yeah, we done clock 10 years. We good. Marriage is daily. Working on it daily. Renewing yourself daily. Reading up on your word daily. What I've learned that's worked for me most times is silence. Silence. Because sometimes a man would say something, you would look at yourself like, did he just say that to me? And I have to really take it easy and just be like, you know what, let me chill. And I'll just pray for the Holy Spirit to help me. Not to say the wrong thing. Or I will get on my phone. I have Samsung. I'll get on my phone. And I'll get on Samsung Note. And I'll begin to write how I really feel. I'll begin to write what I really want to say to him. And then even though you're still really upset. Can you imagine you're pissed off, you're upset? And then you get in bed at night and he wants to have sex. He wants to make love to you. Mind you, you're still upset. You know what you do? You give him a kiss. You get on top of him. You do what you got to do. Don't do that one yet. And you look in his eyes. And you said, babe, honey, I don't like what you said earlier. I really don't. And you're here sorry. If he's a good man, you're here sorry. You get an apology. And then you do the do. He's a good man. And I know there's a lot of good men out there. We didn't marry monsters. All many of them are just trying to do is to be celebrated. That's all they ask for. To be celebrated. Check this out. I don't see a lot of channels on YouTube that's really talking about what to do in certain situations in marriage. And I'm at a point where I'm wondering, singles that are talking about marriage, do they really get it? Do they really understand it? You can't understand it unless you are in it. My God. Because when you're in it is when you can understand what I'm feeling when I come back home from work and the kid's already home and I got to put my bag down at the door and go straight into the kitchen and cook and start preparing and putting dinner together while, you know, Ma, look what they said in my school. Ma, look at this. Ma, sign this. Ma, I got homework to do. Ma. Okay? So I don't know what a lot of singles are able to understand about the real situation when it happens in the home. So I'm going to bring you the real. So if there's any questions that you guys have for me, put it down in the comment section. Let's talk about it. Because I tell you, you're not the only one going through it. Many married people, all married people are going through different things. We're going through the same things, but in different stages, at different times of our life. I have a Facebook group for married women. Married Let's Talk. Put that all together in one word. You're going to see the ladies in a black t-shirt and the pink writing. And just, you know, ask to join us. It's private. Ask to join us. If you're married, that's all the qualification you need is to be married. And in there, I give more of a feedback to the questions that you have. If you're a guy, you can get into, okay? If you're married. Because if we don't start talking about the real in our marriage, many marriages is just, it's going downhill. We have more people. We have more channels talking about how to be a woman of influence, how to get your next prey, how to make money from your next prey. And a lot of these preys are some husbands. Some husbands that are not happy at home, are not being celebrated as much. So they're looking for love in all the wrong places. Look within yourself. Check within yourself. Ask yourself, am I really celebrating this guy? Am I really happy to see him? Or have I made him the problem? Every time I see him, I'm just pissed. If that's your situation, I have a podcast, Married Let's Talk, on Anchor. Get on that podcast. Pray. There's nothing that prayer can do. But even with the prayer, you still have to have someone that you can just ask a question and they'll give you a feedback. Some people, I'll do one-on-one conversations with them. I would put my calendar out there. Schedule something, 15, 20 minutes. We'll talk. We'll talk. We have to make marriages work. It's so possible. It's so doable. Many of us are just not taught. If young ladies and single ladies are being taught what to do, how to get your man, and we married women are not educating ourselves or teaching ourselves how to keep our man, we're in trouble. We are in serious trouble. So please, write down in the comment section, what's bothering you? What's going on? What is bothering you? What is going on? Last year, one of my videos was on an abusive marriage. And what was going on was that the lady, who was a doctor, was being abused by her husband, and they asked me, what should she do? Me personally, I'm not an advocate of men that are beating their wives. That calls for separation. I don't ask people to sit down and let them give you a butt whipping. I don't do that. That one, you got to step out for a minute. Go for counseling. Take your children counseling. Let the man go find counseling or do something. And I was so happy because the woman that wrote that comment came back and said, Rashida, thank you so much for that video. She has, moved out of the home in order to be able to get herself together. So even if I save one person and make one person's life better, I am so, so, so happy. But like I said, we have to come together. You guys have to ask questions. Nobody knows it all. We don't know it all. But I've done so much study. I've spoken to so many women, older women. And I tell you, many of them are saying the same thing. I'm going to talk about the stages in a woman's life before marriage and during marriage. And I'm going to also talk about some stages that men pass through while they're married, so that you know that we're not the only one changing in marriage. Men do change too. And how do you address that? How do you manage that? Once again, I want to say thank you to everyone who has taken time out to watch Married Let's Talk. And I want to thank everyone who is brand new listening to my voice. We're not this every day. Sometimes you got out crazy. Next time I think I'm going to do, I want to do skincare. But before that, I really, really, really want to nail down our roles and responsibilities in marriage. I want to tell you that A lot of men don't have issues, though. It's really us women. It really is. It really is. It really is. It's the way we address things. It's the way we, okay, you find out a man, he cheated. How do you react to that? Or he is talking to somebody, how do you react to that? Or he doesn't have time to take the kids somewhere, how do you react to that? It's your reaction that causes a reaction. And I'm not saying that we push them out. No. It's not our fault all the time that, they're out there. No, I'm not even saying that at all. I'm not saying that. Because a good man, a real good man, will think of his wife, his children, his home, and know that there's nothing out there. Let me try and see how I can do better in order to make this work. But another thing that I want to tell you, ladies, is that a lot of times, many of them don't know what to do. And if you do tell them that this is where you need help, it's also how you tell them. But let me know what your questions and your concerns are in the comment section, okay? I am going to be putting the link to the podcast below. I'm going to be putting the link to our Married Let's Talk Facebook below. This year, 2020, many of us write down in our goal that we want happier marriages. We want, to be able to enjoy our marriage more. You can't just say that and not act upon it. It's your actions that'll bring a reaction. It's your action that'll bring a reaction. So I just want to say thank you once again for watching our channel. I look forward to seeing so much more of you. I want you guys to share. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And I just want to say that I love you all. Bye.